Hello and welcome to this FBF Let's Play of GTA 5 at Christmas time.
Yes.
Sadly, it seems that the day that we picked to do it, there's no snow.
No.
But I'm all dressed up for Christmas.
As am I.
I have my Christmassy hat, and I have my Christmassy jumper, and I have my red long johns.
And your trainers.
And the trainers. Do you think I should have gone for elf shoes?
Well, John. I know I did.
And here's a serial killing Christmas pudding.
I have to wear the mask, John. It's law.
Okay.
Have you seen my snazzy car?
That is a snazzy. Is this one of the new cars?
It is. It is the clean version of the rat loader.
Ah.
Although I say that, it is slightly different. The bed on it isn't quite as big. But there's a lot of stuff you can do to make it look like a really cool like rat rod.
Well, shall we go pick up some Christmassy shoes for myself and then go do a mission or something?
Shoes! Whoa, Jesus!
Ah!
One slight problem with this car is it does turn like a bitch. There I go.
My name is John Gotobed, and I am joined by Sean again.
Hello.
And unfortunately nobody else.
No one. Because we have no friends.
Unfortunately...
And John has no brother.
Unfortunately, we waited...
Which there's no other way to say that apart from sounding really horrible.
Well, unfortunately, we waited until Andrew went back to Newcastle to do the Christmas Let's Play, so that he could be with us.
Indeed.
And then last night, Erin was ill and not sleeping, and now she's sleeping in the room with his Xbox 360.
So we could play, well, he could play, but we would have a sick Erin, which wouldn't be very nice for her considering she needs to sleep in it.
So we're being kind to her, and Natalie and Jason are at present in the same house, which means that they can't both join us.
No. Do I make you uncomfortable?
Yes, always, but... Oh, you're talking to her.
I would like a fish, please.
And I did talk to... I don't think she's actually been in a Let's Play yet, but I have talked to Sarah. And unfortunately she's been in the hospital. And...
Oh, great.
And,
So, such suffering. And...
Well, I was talking to her on Facebook about it the other day, like she'd just got out of hospital. I was like, oh, so what was actually wrong? I was like, oh, I nearly died.
Oh, that's nice.
I was like, oh well,
wonderful.
that's brilliant. Just
as long as it was something horribly life-threatening.
Pneumonia.
Oh, lovely.
She collapsed and was unconscious for 2 days. So that's nice.
Lovely, John. Nice to bring in
Christmassy mood. I know.
The new year with the horrible news of everyone.
So that's nice.
Oh God!
Whoa, Jesus!
Yeah, this thing's very wide.
It also seems to be causing some lag.
Yeah, a little bit.
Apparently, I can challenge another player to an impromptu race.
This is a very strange car in a way because it is very bouncy.
It does seem rather bouncy. Like the suspension is very.
If you get one of the the normal rat loaders that are have all the junk in it and look like absolute crap.
Yeah.
They're just so bouncy, so very bouncy.
What if you take all the crap out? They're very bouncy.
Yeah, even if you take the crap out, they're very. It's like if you look underneath the car, it's got this really weird suspension system that no other car has. But it's a decent enough car. It's a bit. It takes a very long. It's very heavy. Both the new cars they've added are very heavy.
Is this your new place?
Yep. This is the one next. This is the other one they released, the Slam Van. Which this one it takes decades to break.
Ah. What's this?
And I've also got a solid gold gauntlet.
Oh, very nice.
And I've got my hot knife.
And Valhallius is online.
And I've got the baller, which I'm going to sell soon.
Ah.
Pretty much every time I get a new place, I'm adding adding a hot knife. Just because I got the collector's edition, I get it free. So
what car do we want to take?
I don't know.
Is this actually a new apartment or just a garage?
This is just a garage.
Oh. 10-car garage with no house?
Yep. There's a few of them around.
Oh.
There's not as many as the other ones. Let's go for a
cruise in your gauntlet.
Because I always want a gauntlet. It's just I always seem to run out of room really quickly. And now I'm pretty sure I've got all the really decent, well, in my opinion, all the decent muscle cars. And a few that aren't that great.
So, you know how we do these on a semi-regular basis? Or some might say fortnightly. Would be the accurate terminology for that. And how sometimes we save up stories to tell on the Let's Play, like some people do with podcasts.
Yes.
And then sometimes you completely forget to actually tell them.
Yes.
I find myself with a surfeit of stories this week, so I'm going to just throw one out there now as we're...
So, just going to tell stories.
Well, I mean...
Once there was an elderly man called Ebenezer Scrooge.
Have we just crashed into a set of... Oh, no, we haven't. I'm laggy, apparently.
You are laggy, because I was nowhere near any stairs.
On my screen, we just kept going straight forward, and then there was a staircase in the way.
I got a little bit of lag there. A truck just kind of bounced out the way. But
I was going to just say, like, the other big reason that we couldn't really do a Let's Play while my brother was down was that he was staying in my office, which is where I record these Let's Plays.
Indeed. What's an office? I don't have an office. I got one room.
Oh, that is your office, and your bedroom, and your living room.
Well, now it's not even an office, considering my computer has died. But anyway, continue on, John.
You bring the mood down, why don't you? I suppose I've already brought the mood down with...
You've already brought the mood down by saying that one of our number almost died, one of our numbers got a horribly sick girlfriend.
I didn't say horribly sick. Sleeping.
But she sounds pretty horribly sick. You know, she's not going to need sleep and everything.
Anyway... He was staying in the he was staying in my office while he was down, because it was the only room that we have that doesn't currently have a bed in it. That could conceivably have a bed put in it without it disrupting day-to-day life at the house.
You could have had him sleep on the table.
Probably. I mean, it's not really fixed to anything.
No, just keep the table where it is. Just have him sleep on the table. And yes, I just crashed into that car.
I was wondering whether that was lag or crashing.
No, that was a full-on crash, because I always crash to someone there.
Well, he was staying in my office, and yesterday I tidied up, like, having the day off work, I tidied up the office from his stay down here. Not necessarily just his stuff, just like the fact that we hadn't been able to put any of the stuff away in the office while he was in it.
Yes.
And there was a time a few years back. There's
many moons ago.
Many moons ago.
Shall I get the harp out while
Please do.
You try and make the screen wobble?
Please do.
That's my harp.
I might have to remember to put the screen wobbly effect in there. There was a...
And they just keep it the same.
Just the same thing is going to come back, just wobbly screen.
Wobbly screen to show... Oh god!
Flashbacks. I've gone into cinematic camera now.
Anyway, yes,
there was a time many moons ago when Natalie and Oliver would come round to my house. And like this was a time that was ended about the time that we started doing the Let's Plays, where they'd be here and we'd do a Let's Play together. Where Nat would come round on a Wednesday typically, and you'd know that she'd been here because she'd leave a hairband
Every time.
Not every time, but frequently enough that it was...
Just the majority of the time.
Frequently enough that you'd know, like, oh, Nat's been round, she's left a hairband. And then, like, occasionally it would be a case of, oh, she's taken a hairband back. Oh, no, look, here's a new one.
She was just swapping hairbands.
Sort of. And, like, this is stopped now because she doesn't wear her hair in hairbands anymore.
Now she just leaves hair.
I mean, most people
Clumps
do.
Of hair everywhere.
And I was kind of laughing because tidying up the office, I found that my brother has left 2 of his hairbands here. For, as you possibly noticed when you came round, he has grown his hair rather long now.
So yes, hairbands are required.
So if he decides to wear a hat or do his hair, he needs to keep his hair out of his face for any reason. He wears it in a ponytail. He has enough hair for a ponytail.
He does. I noticed this.
So I was rather amused to find that in my office there were in fact 2 headbands, or I think actually 1 headband and 1 loom band / elastic band that had been used for said hair retaining purposes.
Indeed.
But still,
oh God!
Still in here is a shoe bag, a bag from a shoe shop he went to. The shoe shop apparently has, for its mascot, a scorpion wearing a pair of shoes.
That just seems very unwieldy for a scorpion.
And the tagline, "No shit, just shoes."
Well, I don't usually go to a shoe shop for shit.
I'm wondering how many shoe shops you've gone to where... Well, I'm very sorry, sir, but it appears that someone's defecated in your new pair of shoes.
I'm very sorry, sir. We're all out of shoes. Here's a bag of manure instead.
Dreadfully sorry, sir. We've found 1 left shoe and 1 pile of feces. If the feces is in your size, if...
Like, it's almost like the parrot sketch, but not quite.
What, the dead parrot sketch?
Yeah. When he looked right near the end, where he looks behind the desk and says he's all out of parrots, and he says, "I do have a slug." Playing. Does it talk? No. It's part of your bloody replacement, then, is it?
Oh, dead parrot.
Dead avians.
I was telling the fact. Are we actually driving somewhere specific, or are we just driving at random?
I'm just driving aimlessly, John.
That sounds fair. My brother did a Christmas quiz for us, as has become a annual tradition now. And one of the questions was...
Now that you're all inebriated, time to ask you some questions.
And, well, one of the questions was...
What is your favourite colour? I've got into a Monty Python mood.
I can tell that. You'll be thankful to hear that this is a Monty Python fact, but not a Monty Python question. He queried why the Beatles stopped going on tour.
Because.
And obviously most of our answers were, well, surely it's because they split up as a band.
It would make sense.
And no, they'd stopped touring beforehand, because it had gotten so loud at their performances from people screaming at them that they couldn't actually hear each other performing on the stage, and therefore didn't know what they sounded like. So they couldn't gauge the music that they were playing, and therefore couldn't obviously play in a band. You can't hear the other members.
It is rather difficult if you can't hear your own damn music.
And I said that the Monty Python supplied fact that I'd heard previously from the horse's mouth, John Cleese himself, said that at their live performances some years ago, it had gotten so loud with cheering and recitation of the sketch that at least on one occasion, and probably on more than one occasion, he and Michael Palin would be doing the Ministry of Silly Walks sketch on stage, and rather than actually doing the sketch, he would be performing it, like doing the actions, and
everyone in the audience was reciting
everyone in
it.
the audience was able to tell what was going on from their own recitations of it. And rather than saying the words of the sketch, he'd just be berating Michael Palin for having written it, for it had caused him so much pain over the years, and he was requiring knee surgery to deal with the fact that he'd been doing the silly walk for so goddamn long.
He pain.
Should we do a thing?
Nah.
Okay, well, I've got one more. I don't know if you saw this about the Nando's.
Chicken dippers?
No, the Nando's...
Turkey Twizzlers. The Nando's Turkey Twizzlers.
I'm sorry, if we...
Just as we thought.
We've strayed into a Two Ronnies sketch now.
We have.
The Nando's restaurant in Brent Cross that served a family of 5 a meal of chicken wings and charged them £6,000 for it.
Holy shitting Christ!
Apparently they charged them... It was meant to be £63.85, and they charged them £6,385.88.
So they misplaced the decimal.
They basically typed 88 after typing the correct amount into the card reader, and therefore charged the family that. Apparently they charged them enough for 480 whole chickens.
Well, I presume they got a refund.
They did. Apparently they managed to chase the family down and say, oops, here's your money back.
Please don't sue us.
I assume they're going to give them something else as well, like, free meal next time or something.
I'd hope for quite a few free meals.
488 whole chickens, for example.
Whee!
I fear that we've crashed again, Sean.
Yes. Piss off, Lester.
I'm feeling Christmassy.
Me too, as we ride through this, sun-baked urban
jungle. I'm going to check the playlists menu and see if there's a Christmassy playlist.
I can't remember if there was or not.
If I can remember where the playlist menu is, that might assist me in this.
Probably doesn't help with the fact that I think they have changed quite a few menus, as you probably noticed when you were shopping for clothes and such. In fact, there's like a whole festive section.
Yes, I had noticed there was a festive section. There does not appear to be a festive playlist, unfortunately.
They didn't mention it in the which is unfortunate. You would have thought they would have at least thought of some.
I've got a Valentine's Day event playlist. I fear that's probably not what we're looking for.